Alright, good morning. So today we're going to be cleaning out a pond. As you can see, the pond has got a lot of algae up by the main rocks. You can see it dripping off. You can also hear the pond is not running efficiently. It's got a gurgling sound to it. And if you come in and near the water, you can really see how dark the water is. One reason this could be is because the amount of plants versus fish in here, it's just not a good combination. Basically, a pond is a self-contained ecosystem. You don't really need to add food if you have koi, because all it does is add more bacteria to the pond. The fish feed off the food produced by the plants. The plants grow from the fecal matter from the fish, and the water helps the recycling. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this all cleaned up. We're going to transfer our fish. We're going to take some of the old pond water. We've got a bucket to hold the fish in their natural pond water that they've been living in. So that'll sustain them for about 7 to 8 hours. We're not going to add a bubbler because we do have a dechlorinator and pond clarifier with us that when we refill the pond, it'll be good to go and we can add them back right away. But when we get done, this is going to look totally different. So we're going to get started. We're going to first empty out the water, put some into the container, transfer the fish, then we're going to empty out the rest of the pond, completely drain it. We'll use a shop vac vacuum to suck up all the algae. We'll use a hose to clean up, get rid of all the algae. We'll scrub it down with a soft brush, and then we'll start refilling it. It's going to take about 4 to 5 hours to do this pond, and when we're done, you'll see the results. Okay, so it's been approximately 4.5 hours. We emptied the pond of all the water. We transferred the fish over to a container to hold them while we were cleaning the pond. We got all the old algicide water out with all the fungus and stuff. Then we took a vacuum. We vacuumed everything out, all the pebbles. We cleaned off all the algae that was on the rocks. We have refilled the pond. We took the dimensions of it, which were 11 by 7 and 2 feet deep, which told me I had 910 gallons. We filled it, we dechlorinized it, and we also added an algicide in there to stop any further algae growth. Understand that a pond will have algae growth over time. That's a natural thing. But what we did do is now, before where you could never see the koi, you can actually see the koi through the water. And we also transferred some of the plants. All the plants were stuck back in the corner. That's not healthy. We actually took the daylilies, not the daylilies, the pond lilies, and moved them out into the center of the pond at the lowest points, so they're deeper. That'll give them bigger, wider leaves. We also pulled the water lettuce out and moved it this way. We also readjusted the waterfall flow so there's more coming off the front, which is going to provide more oxygenation. The client will be told there's no need to feed the koi. You can feed koi, but maybe once a week and just a little bit. You don't need to feed them all the time, because all that does is, if you look at a natural environment, the fish don't need us to feed them. They have natural organisms that they live off of. So there you go, the pond's done, it's clean, it's ready, and the client's happy.